Welcome to Journey into the exciting world of Turkish movies. We are about to unveil the top 10 Turkish films you absolutely have to see. These movies are like hidden treasures waiting to be discovered, each one offering its own special story and feelings. From funny comedies to serious dramas, Turkish cinema has it all. Get ready to be transported to different places and times. You watch stories about love, bravery, and hope. Whether you're a big fan of movies or just curious about what Turkish cinema has to offer, you're in for a treat. Let's dive into the magic of Turkish movies together. Number 10. Ashes. The story follows Gökçe, a wealthy woman from Istanbul who comes across a mysterious manuscript which stands out among the many drafts her husband Kenan receives as a book publisher. Gökçe owns her own boutique and takes care of their son H, but she also finds time to help Kenan decide which authors are worth publishing. This manuscript, however, will turn her world upside down. After 10 years of dull marriage and a life of empty luxury, Gökçe finds herself brimming with excitement while reading this anonymous book called Ashes, where a woman describes her passionate affair with a man named M. When she realizes the book is not entirely fictional, featuring real-life locations in the neighborhood of Balad and very accurate descriptions of its main character, Gökçe feels compelled to find out more and live this romance in her own skin. Number 9. Bergen. Bergen, a valuable Turkish singer, fights to stay afloat despite all the difficulties in her life. When love knocks on the door of an singer's heart, she does not know it is going to give her wounds that will never heal. In a life clouded by a toxic relationship, her music career becomes the silver lining. Number 8. A Small September Affair. The story revolves around the life of Eylül, a beautiful and cheerful woman who faces a life-altering situation. Despite being reassured by her friends and family, Eylül's suspicion that something is amiss lingers. Driven by instincts, she embarks on a journey to Bozcaada, where she encounters an enigmatic stranger named Tekin. Tekin asserts that Eylül must remember him and their love, a declaration that challenges her perception of reality. Everything sensible about her screams get out of theirs, but she follows her memories right onto the tragic end of a miraculous affair. The chemistry between the lead actors effectively conveys the intricacies of their relationship and the emotional roller coaster they find themselves on. Number 7. Too Much Love. An inspiring filmmaker and stand-up comedy artist, Kökçe falls in love with Ayla and makes it his ultimate goal to marry her. He pursues his dream of becoming a successful filmmaker just to be by Ayla's side, but her father doesn't approve of it. Currently streaming on Netflix, the comedy movie Too Much Love gives us new hope to keep hustling for the dreams that we have. Kökçe was a struggling filmmaker who would sell pirated films to make a living. The moment he saw Ayla, he knew that he had to get married to her. He did not leave any chance to get close to her. Number 6. Ayla, the Daughter of War. Set in the 1950s Korean War, the Turkish movie is the story of compassion and love. Sergeant Suleiman stumbles upon a half-frozen little girl with no parents and no help in sight. Frantic, scared, and on the verge of death, this little girl captures the heart of Suleiman, who risks his own life to save her, smuggling her into his army base and out of harm's way. Not knowing her name and unable to communicate with her, Suleiman names her Ayla, in reminiscence of the moon on the fateful night during which they met. The two form an instantaneous and inseparable bond, and Ayla almost effortlessly brings an uncanny joy to the Turkish brigade in the grip of war. As the war comes to a close, however, Suleiman's brigade is told that they'll have to return home. Suleiman cannot bear abandoning Ayla and does everything within his power to take her back. After repeated failures, he's forced to give Ayla to an orphanage, but doesn't give up on the hope of one day reuniting with her. Will the two ever get back together? Number 5. One Love, Two Lives. The film talks about the possibility of the course of two lives throughout the love between Umut and Denise. Umut is an independent director trying to make his own films. The life of Umut, who lives with his own dog in Moda district of Istanbul, takes a completely different turn with the decision he will make one night. When the young man decides to go out with his dog, unaware of that his life will change, he has the opportunity to meet the love of his life. Not knowing what is right between the endless options of love and life, Umut meets Denise, a successful architect. When he decides on the other option, a series of events begin that will cause him to be dragged to the edge of the abyss. Number 4. The Butterfly's Dream. The story centers around the real-life journey and hardships endured by poet Muzaffer Uslu and Rustu Onur. Staged to the backdrop of 1940s Turkey, the two young poets try to survive and create in an environment where even writing paper is scarce. Full of life and love for poetry, Onur and Muzaffer live a poor but content life. Both work for the government, one as a blue-collar worker in an office, the other as an officer at the coal mines. The seemingly happy life changes with the entrance of a Susan Olsoy, a government high official's daughter involved in sports and better represented here with her beauty. Muzaffer and Onur both suffer from tuberculosis and love. Number 3. Delibal. A love story following two young people battling with their own emotions and dreams. The pressure of career, family, and not knowing what the future holds. Barris is a cool, handsome, and gifted architectural student and drummer-singer in a band. One day he falls in love at first sight with Füsun, a beautiful, family-devoted, and hard-working sociology student. She initially rebuffs with his attentions, but eventually falls for his indomitable energy, positive attitude, and adventurous spirit, and for his inexhaustible ability to love. Unfortunately, as it is often the case in life, things are not as perfect as they appear. Barris hides a dark secret. He is seriously affected by bipolar disorder, alternating between manic and energetic spells and periods of deep depression. Although he is fully aware of his condition, Barris rejects treatment, and Füsun learns about it only when it is unfortunately too late. Number 2. Whisper If I Forget. In the movie that Farah Zainab gives life to a Peri character, utmost supporter of the leading role, Iperi, in the path of fame is her love Tariq, performed by Mehmet. When his lieutenant colonel father is appointed to the village from the big city, Tariq meets the girl. He's going to make his dream come true with Iperi. Iperi's life changes completely right after she sees Tariq from the big city playing his guitar. After they meet, Tariq helps Iperi to become a woman who realizes that she has absolute talent in music and starts to run towards her dreams instead of running towards a ball. In the journey of fame they take for the sake of music, the name of the character that never leaves them alone is Erhan, performed by Kerem Bürsin. While Erhan helps Tariq and Iperi to run away from their village to Istanbul, the story becomes trinity between those three young people that shoulder difficulties of life and are going to freedom by composing and singing. Number 1. Champion. Champion is based on the true story of Bold Pilot, a legendary Turkish racehorse that won an impressive series of championships in the mid-1990s. This is a touching and captivating story about the road to glory and about the strong emotional ties between Bold Pilot, the jockey Halis Krates, and Begum Atman, the young woman whose family owned the horse. Champion is an impressive piece of filmmaking which is guaranteed to make you cheer as well as cry. Although it pushes all the right emotional buttons, it never becomes awkwardly melodramatic. Thanks for watching our videos. Before switching videos, hit the like and subscribe button. This really encourages me to upload more interesting Turkish drama series.